Hey guys, so as you can already tell, we're not in the normal studio. I don't have the studio lighting that I usually do. This isn't my usual setup. I'm on vacation. I came across, of course, something that I've always been interested in, a Goodwill find. And yeah, so the proof to that, this is as much proof as I can give, is the Goodwill sticker right there. So, I haven't gotten to see what's in the bag yet. I did just open it, but if you don't know, which I found out today, you can't open the bags. Now, luckily, of course, the bag is see-through, so I had some sort of small general idea of what was in the bag. I wouldn't totally agree with the price, so I'll be open with the price. It was 20 plus bucks. I think it was like $20 or $23 after tax, something like that. It's a little much in terms of course, the condition and not knowing what's in this bag. There was one thing I saw in this bag. I can't see it on camera right now. I'm hoping I'll be able to see it when I start to go through this. Of course, most things, nearly everything in this bag looks damaged. Luckily, the one thing in this bag that I saw is metal, and probably won't really be all that damaged, which would be good, because it's only worth however much if it's not damaged. Now, why would I do this if I know it's however much? One, of course, I did this video. Two, it's a good little test to see what we could expect. I would feel more confident if it was a binder of cards, of course. But three, the number one thing about Goodwill in terms of finding cards is generally the people who are donating cards to Goodwill are normally the parents of the kids who have left the house. Now, I'd feel more confident about that if I saw some older cards. I don't really see a lot of older cards at the top. I think I see some XY Evolutions. I haven't seen anything much older than that right now at my first glance. But I have a good feeling about this. I just do. Because again, as I said, I just strongly feel that usually this scenario is parents getting their kids' stuff out of their house and they had no idea what it was worth. I do wish it would have been like $5 to $10, but without further ado, let's go ahead and see what is in this bag. Now, of course, with it being what it is, there is some things that aren't Pokemon related, like there is just some like playing cards. So we'll move those out of the way. A little bit of a, decent find in terms of its condition. Reverse Hollow Electabuzz. It's really not in that bad condition, really not worth anything crazy. Now, what would be awesome is, of course, I think everyone knows, even people who aren't into it know to look for a Charizard, but what would be crazy is, of course, if we came across something of insane value. So yeah, most of these cards so far are from 2015, 2016, so nothing super old yet, nothing really super exciting. I know you're probably thinking, oh man, what a bad buy. Again, we're just at the start of the bag. I don't imagine we'll find a pure hollow, but you never know. And of course, hopefully if we do, hopefully it's in decent condition. I imagine there will be a lot of filler. You have to imagine this is probably just someone's deck. So, a lot of decks do tend to have a lot of filler because they're meant for playing, not 100% meant for collecting. Of course, there is some collectability in a deck. I'm not finding any base stuff yet. Quite a few random playing cards. So yeah, so far not worth the money. But I think we'll get lucky. We're just at the start. But I think this, it's a decent test. Is it worth getting Pokemon cards at Goodwill? Granted, I've never seen them till today. I've been trying to find Pokemon cards at Goodwill. I imagine the workers there know what to look at, and I'm certain they know what to grab. I only say that because most things at Goodwill nowadays are priced based on eBay prices. So it makes it kind of hard to get a good find from Goodwill because that's how they're going to base the value of their items. And so if they know what to look at, or if they know what they're looking at, they're going to shoot the value up. Okay, so there was a reverse hollow Vulpix. If that Braixen was a Blaziken, that would be awesome. Still no rares. We are getting some reverse hollows here and there. No rare reverse hollows though, just reverse hollows. It's fine. Not gonna be too down and out. Getting some reverse hollows isn't bad. There's always the fun and the excitement of, in my opinion, a true mystery bag. Because they didn't sell this Goodwill, right? And so they weren't trying to scam people with a bad mystery bag. This is what I would consider a true mystery bag. Because there's no possible malicious profit intent from it. Alright, so it looks like things are starting to jump up a little bit. I would like to see some true base set cards. That would be awesome. What are the odds though? Yeah. I think that era of eBay finds for Pokemon cards is over. I think that used to be a thing. And everyone caught on to it. Alright, so everyone likes that. Nice little sleeve. Now we have our first coin. It's a plastic coin. Raichu. I don't know what era that is. No year on it. Makes that difficult. Pull out another handful. I do think things are starting to look a little bit better though. Sorry if I'm not catching everything. I'm not in the studio. I'm doing this on a bed. I'm really just trying to go through it. No rares yet. You know, I would have liked to have come across a rare, but you know, one that's not like, you know, doesn't need to be one that's super hard. I'm liking the reverse hollows I'm getting. I'm thinking whoever was the owner maybe pulled out all their reverse hollows, or I mean pulled out all their actual hollows, minimized down, and then donated these cards. But I don't know why they would, you know, if their intent was for kids to get them, I don't know why they would give them the Goodwill. Kids, I imagine, would accept bulk or would buy bulk, you know, if it was super cheap. Man, I see another reverse hollow coming up. Oh, we got our first rare. It is a Toxicroak. No other rares, though. He's not in perfect condition. As far as I'm aware of, that one's not super collectible by any means. Sorry if I seem out of it. This is just a really hard angle to hold. I'll get this reverse hollow. Staryu. Seems almost like a fake. Well, and he's pretty beat up. Doesn't really help. But yeah, I've got some issues with Goodwill currently. I don't like the fact, and some people may say, well, you're just going there to buy and sell things, and not all the time. But what I don't like, you have to understand, Goodwill gets all of their stuff for free. And so the fact that they are asking the same prices as eBay is kind of nuts, because Goodwill didn't pay anything for this stuff. They got all of it for free. And I would be more understanding of, see, that's what a real card looks like when you rip it apart. That's what it's supposed to look like. So yeah, I wonder if this was, because usually, see, it's so hard, because usually only YouTubers and angry kids rip Pokemon cards. So it makes it hard to tell who was the owner of this deck. Was it a little kid, or was it a Pokemon YouTuber? That that makes this difficult. Because there's really not a lot of hollows or rares yet, which is pretty disappointing that there's not. No, as I was back to back, which makes me believe more that the way that went in that order, I think this was a kid's deck. I think maybe his parents gave him an ultimatum and he hid his hollows somewhere and he was forced to get rid of the rest of his cards. The only reason why I say that is I've been in that ultimatum when I was a kid with my parents, so it is a relatable ultimatum. So I have been there and done that. Because here are sleeves and they're empty, which is weird, right? Usually people don't have empty sleeves. Usually the sleeves are used. So that makes me believe that the original hollows were in the sleeves. I just don't know why you would, if the person was trying to still keep and protect the hollows, why wouldn't they keep the sleeves? That's kind of strange, right? Some more sleeves. A really torn up card. Man. That'll be when I find the Charizard when it's super torn up. I always forget card being so rare. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. It's really hard to see the symbols. That's a nice Smeagol. I like that Smeagol. Never seen that one. Oh man. Alright. Code card. It's probably been used, but A. Jeez. There's actually quite a bit in this bag. I think there's a top loader, but I don't think there's anything in it. See, that's weird to me. Empty top loaders? Makes you think. Makes you think. Oh man. This is a lot to hold. Oh, something interesting. But that Carpink isn't rare. Oh wow, but this trainer isn't a rare. It's an interesting trainer though. I'll move it to the side.
What did you do?
Jeez. Oh, there's something in a... It's beat up. Nothing. Oh man, this is killing my leg doing this. But yeah, I wanted to do this raw just to make it, you know, this is why I say when I watch all those other guys who do those mystery boxes, I don't know who's on the other end. And they always open them. And then they always seem to have these endless treasures. Or they open packs and the packs seem to always have some sort of super rare. I don't know, man. After doing this many packs that I've been doing, this many ways, with true randomosity at this point, I mean, you really can't get any more random than a Goodwill bag. I don't know. I think, you know, it's fair to say, I think most of the people you see who open up packs and seem to have endless luck, I think it's safe to say that they're you know, they're full of it. This is a pretty big bag of cards, and I've never seen a wash rotom. Cool. Goodbye's not rare. Reverse hollow. I don't know. It just seems really overblown. I know this isn't as exciting. I mean, it's kind of exciting for me on my end because I honestly don't know what I'm going to find. I don't think we're going to find anything beyond XY evolutions, as it seems like a majority of the cards are XY evolution, which means there is always a chance I could get an XY evolutions Charizard. That is technically a chance. But I also think, based on the patterns that we're seeing, because we haven't seen a single hollow, we've seen reverse hollows, and most of them are in pretty beat up condition, and the rares that we're seeing are nothing really to clap about. I think my conclusion is right. I think maybe some kid was given an ultimatum. They kept the cards they wanted. They were forced to donate the other cards. And I think that's what we're seeing right now, is the result. And it's not terrible. It's not Goodwill's fault. I do wish Goodwill would have let me gone through the bag, or sold it to me for cheaper. But there was one thing in here I did see that made this purchase worth it. Just wait until we get to it. If you think you can guess, go ahead and guess. I'll even give you a hint. It is an XY collectible. It is hard to fake, in my opinion. And if you know me, I wouldn't take a risk on it being damaged. If that gives you any idea or direction. It's probably one of the things that isn't thought about so much with the set, depending on who you are. I hope this hasn't thrown you for a loop too much. I know sometimes too much detail will make you rabbit hole the wrong way, and I don't think that that's going to make you rabbit hole the wrong way. Wow, a reverse holo actually got past us. See? So, you know, sometimes you'll miss things even when you're going one by one. I mean, there's still nice cards. I think maybe it's always possible it was a YouTuber's intent for someone to get these cards. I just don't think they probably realized how much Goodwill was going to ask for them. You know? Other possibility, and this is going to seem maybe less likely, but at the same time, other possibility is there was rares hollows in here, and the Goodwill employees knew what to look for and pulled those out, and then just sold the rest of the bulk, so that way there was no suspicion at work. from the organizers to the front. I know that probably seems like too much work, but honestly, that wouldn't be that much work, considering like if the hollows were just the ones and the top loaders. But then again, the theory doesn't fully add up, so I don't know why they wouldn't just keep them in the top loaders and put them in their pocket. I think my original theory works best. That's not too bad. Reverse hollow on Mega and a decent sleeve. Maybe now the weight of the rares push themselves to the bottom. Technically, that theory checks out because the heavier cards are usually the hollow foils. So maybe we will find our stuff at the bottom. Man, it is a lot of cards. I'll give you that. Even if you just bought these for bulk, like if there's anything playability wise, or if you just wanted to speed, like complete your collection, this $23 bag of cards get you pretty far, to be honest. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm losing commentary. I fear there'd be a couple more exciting cards in here. Oh, man. Well, I hope you're still guessing. You know, I guess go ahead and put your guesses in the comments. See if you end up being right on what you think the item is from XY that I spotted that would have made this purchase worth it from the start. Because if it wasn't for that, you know, me knowing that was in there, I wouldn't be... I'd be a little bit more disappointed in this bag. Oh, something rare. Oh, B-Drill. Non-hollow. It's a lot of stuff. Fairy carving is rare. Sorry if I'm going through that more thoroughly than I need to. Oh, there it is. Here's the thing I was talking about. I don't know how to do the little money symbol, but this XY Pikachu coin goes for somewhere between 100 and like $300 depending on grade or non-graded. So that is what I saw in this bag that made this 100% worth it. It's a nice little coin too. And it is in super solid condition. In fact, just because we're here, go ahead and zoom in on that. There's, again, we're pretty zoomed in pretty heavily. I mean, just look at the details of my fingernails. So those scratches aren't as bad as you think they are. It's a little chip to the side. But even in this condition, these are about $100 on eBay. So that made this purchase worth it. That's pretty cool. This one right here. And then, of course, we never know what else we're going to see. So let's go for it. Oh, okay. I've never heard of a Kamala. Alright, so this is getting more towards the bottom. And we're coming across our first hollows. Like our actual hollows. So, now I'm wondering if we're going to see more hollows. Let's see. Oh, this is a lot. And it's not... I wish it was just all one direction so I didn't have to... do so many flips. A lot of beat up cards and old playing cards. As I said, I'm on vacation, so you're probably hearing some people in the background. This isn't the usual studio. Never heard of that game. Well, I hope the coin's not our ultimate excitement, but as I said, the coin is what let me know to go ahead and go through the purchase. I don't know if I would have even made the purchase if it wasn't for the coin. I think number one rule of thumb is if you don't know what's going to be in it, don't buy it. It's really surprising though that even a not-for-profit, well, I mean, depending on how you see it, it's not like Goodwill made this a mystery bag. Even a not-for-profit mystery bag seems to just be so bleh. It's it is not my favorite. I don't think I've had one like incredible mystery box ever. And I figured karma was gonna help me out because of all that. It does not seem to be that way. I'm getting some decent sleeves, which, you know, I just do as giveaways back to y'all anyway, so I think y'all like that. Jeez. I miss when Electabuzz was rare. Quite a mix of card games here. Looks like someone opened up a Elite Trainer box and didn't find a use for that. That's how I feel about them. I don't really understand their use. I don't really follow the new Pokemon game rules too much. I do remember when I used to be playing, I don't know if they still have it, but they had the burn effect instead of the poison effect, and basically burn was just double poison damage. The only thing I didn't read further into that, I was a little bit younger when that first came out. I don't know if burn counted as the element. I wonder if poison's the same way. I wonder if poison counts as the element. You know, like if it's a grass type or something. Because usually it was always, back in the day, it was only your grass types had poison. The only reason why I say that is because then, you know, you could take weakness and resistance into effect. Although I think most things said do not take weakness and resistance into effect when it came to poisons and such effects. Huh. Yeah, I think with all the code cards and the way they're placed though, this may have been a YouTuber's deck. It's just weird that it's pretty much all like non-valuable cards. I just don't know why they would. I'm gonna pull it this way. Sorry guys. You just don't have to trust me. And if I do or don't find anything, like look at this. This is strange, like 4 empty top loaders. It's a very strange way of handling this. Like, look at this. Hold on. They're all empty. it's all a bunch of like of the premium sleeves, all empty, every last one of them. Look, more. More empty premium sleeves. A big fat GX token. That's a different one. I'm not used to that. Empty premium sleeve. Just some more random playing cards. A reverse holo Licky. Never seen that Pokemon. That answers my question. I always wondered if there was an evolution to Lickitung. Turns out they did make an evolution to Lickitung. Yeah, this is going by faster. Another coin, but this would be more exciting if it was either a metal coin or a, base set coin, but it is what it is. More playing cards. Non-holo rares. Nothing crazy. Here you go. Another code card for you. It's going by a little bit quicker doing it this way. A little bit, not a lot. Sun and Moon separator card. So it definitely was someone's Elite Trainer box. Sorry if I'm not showing it to you at this point. It's not super exciting. I don't know, what do y'all think it was? Do you think it was the ultimatum to where someone's parents made him get rid of it? Or do you think it was a YouTuber's? I am kind of torn. I mean, maybe it was an attempted YouTuber, maybe a streamer. Maybe that's why there's so many torn cards. If you don't know, a lot of streamers will tear cards if they have enough people pay them to tear a card without looking while they're opening the pack. I just don't understand the mix of playing cards. It's the other thing I don't understand. There's still some more to go. I mean, I'm going to go through all of it just in case there's that off chance that I'm trying to catch it on camera, guys, but I'm also trying to speed this up so I can show you if there's anything even worth looking at. They're getting a little bit more torn up. These were the things at the bottom. Oh, man. Oh. Got a hollow crab brawler. But see, that's the thing that's so weird, is that there's... Hey, base set water energy. That's weird. Weird. I guess just one base set card. Oh, now it's starting to smell like smoke. Not my favorite. It was going so well. Well, I wouldn't say so well. It was going halfway decent. There's still nothing, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it realistic, but I'm also trying to speed this up. I wasn't expecting this to take this long. Dang. Whew. This is too much. I don't have the fan on. It's getting hot in here. Otherwise, everything would blow around. Sorry, it's just a hard angle. Not in the studio. A Frost Rotom. A reverse holo. Man. My main advice, if you come across this, don't buy it unless you really see something in it like I did, or if it's a binder. Because if you didn't know, also, you know, majority of these are really torn up. I mean, if you're buying them to play with them, this is probably a really good purchase. If you're buying them to collect them, it depends on, you know, how you like to collect things. If you're not really worried about condition, then yeah, you know, go for it. If you're more worried about condition, I definitely wouldn't suggest it. Oh, that's nice. Unit energy. I would say the amount I got for the money, yeah, it's pretty decent. I would say you can probably buy similar large bulk amounts, probably in better condition, probably with better cards or more sought after cards. I don't know. I don't usually go looking to buy in bulk like that. I usually buy in bulk in the sense of I'm binding someone's whole binder, which I was kind of hoping that's what I was getting to do for $20-ish, just not in a binder. It's not bad. It's something to do. In my opinion, it's a true mystery box. Although, I wish Goodwill didn't have the price so high, considering it cost them nothing to receive these. I mean, like, if I found out Goodwill was paying, like, huge amounts of money to their employees, I'd feel differently about it. Like, oh, hey, cool, I'm helping those guys out. I don't think that's the case, though. I think I'm helping out a CEO who has profited off of people just wanting to get stuff out of their house. And I don't have an issue with that. But if that's the case, then don't charge basically nearly full price for things. I mean, there were some other items in the Goodwill that I wanted to get, but they were charging exactly what they cost, brand new. And it's a little outrageous, in my opinion, to do that. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm trying to get through this as fast as I can, guys. We're almost done. I think the conclusion's going to be pretty much what we all figured. Oh, non-hollow Alolan Ninetales. Not terrible. There is a decent amount of okay stuff piling up. Again, though, probably zero of it is in anything mint or near mint condition. It's probably all just scratched up, dirty condition. Again, it's what you're into, you know? If you like the excitement of what I would argue is a true mystery box, or mystery bag in this case, oh, that's not bad, in my opinion. It's in a little sleeve, too. Yeah, I think this may have been a streamer. There's just so many tore up cards. And just the amount of code cards. And I know streamers usually love their Elite Trainer boxes. And the fact that there's pretty much no hollows for where there usually would be hollows. You know, that's kind of strange to me. And to be honest, I don't really have a way to get these home back to me. So I guess we'll have to do a rapid giveaway for like pretty much all these cards in like a matter of like a day. So, if you've made it this far in the video, you have a heads up of what to expect. I mean, this is all pretty much XY cards, so if you like XY or just free stuff in general, you know, that'll probably come up. I'm sorry that I'm doing this off camera right now. I'm trying to I think it's my third type null. It's not bad. But again, we are like on the last two handfuls. Oh, one handful. One handful left. It's this handful. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Another chrome card. And that is it, besides one last little coin, but not a crazy rare one. So, not bad. Not my favorite. Not the greatest. But, meh. I'd run with it. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.